Hi, I'm Brando. Welcome to my channel. We will be talking about the Toyota Corolla, one of my most favorite cars on planet Earth. Now, this car is a must-have or a must-consider when you are trying to buy a car which is fuel efficient. I mean, a car that won't consume a lot of fuel. Now, the Toyota Corolla can exist in two body types, which is the hatchback and the sedan. Now the hatchback is the 5-door version. The reason why it is termed as the 5-door is because the trunk or the boot is merged with the interior, so the door of the boot is considered as a fifth door. And the sedan is the 4-door version, which has a separate boot. Good. Now we move to the types of, let's say, versions under trims. Now what am I going to talk about? The trims are these badges you usually see at the back of your Corolla, which is, we've seen LE, we've seen SE, we've seen XSE, we've seen GR. The GR and another one I'm about to mention aren't that common in Ghana, which is the GR and the Nightshade version. The Nightshade version doesn't have, I've not specifically seen any badge of a Nightshade, but the vibe itself tells what kind of car it is. Now under these versions I've mentioned for you, or body trims I've mentioned for you, there are sub versions, which is you can get it in 3 different ways under each version. So for the LE you can have the sedan, which is gasoline powered, and the hybrid version. But apart from the LE, the others, which is the SE, the SXE, the Nightshade, and the GR version, you can have it in 3 forms: sedan gasoline powered, sedan hybrid engine, and the hatchback, which is the partially straight back engine. Now let's talk about the engines. Now for the LE, the SE, the SXE, and the Nightshade version trims, not the Nightshade, but some Nightshades have the same engine when it comes to engine types. Now let's talk about the engine types. We talk about
I beg your pardon?
combustion engine or a full combustion engine, which is the gasoline powered version. Now the gasoline powered version of the ones I mentioned is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine which boasts of 169 horsepower at 600 RPMs, which RPM stands for revolution per minute. Revolution per minute simply means the amount of crankshafts in a gasoline powered engine, or the amount of complete revolutions in an electric motor. Now this, I repeat again, the sedan version or the gasoline version has an engine which is a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine which has 169 horsepower at 6,600 RPM, which goes from 0 to 60 in 7.8 to 8.5 seconds. Now it has a continuously varying transmission with sports shifter. Now for the SE, it has a dynamic CTV, which is the continuous varying transmission. And the top speed of this engine, which is the gasoline powered engine, the complete combustion engine, is 114 miles per hour. Now we move to the hybrid version. Now the hybrid version is the more fuel efficient version if you are going into the Corolla, mainly because of its fuel economy. Now the hybrid version boasts a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine with an electric motor, Like that's why it is called a hybrid, which is because it has both a combustion engine and then an electric motor, which help balance your fuel when you do get some. Now it has 138 horsepower at 5,200 rpms and goes from 0 to 60 in 9 to 9.5 seconds. Now it has a torque of 150 pounds and it has an ECTV, which is an electric continuous varying transmission. Now the top speed of this car is 107 miles per hour. Now we move to my favorite Corolla, which is the Corolla GR. That's the Corolla engine I'm talking about currently before we move to the trims. Now the GR has a 1.6 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. Underline that part. A turbocharged engine which produces 300 horsepower at 6,500 rpms, going from 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds, which is 4.99 seconds to be specific. Produces 273 pounds of torque, and in the Mario version,
pa. Why this boy no go school before also?
Or Marizo version to be specific, the Marizo version produces 295 pounds of torque and moves to a top speed of 143 miles per hour. Now these are the various types of engines that these cars have. So when I talk about a sedan, it has the gasoline powered version. I'm talking about the 2.3 liter 4-cylinder engine. But when I'm talking about a hybrid, I'm talking about a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine with an EU motor. And when I'm talking about the gaso, I'm talking about a 1.6 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now let's move forward. Now let's move to what we've all been waiting for, the badges that are usually attached to the Toyota Corolla. Now we have the LE. The LE is the entry level version of the Corolla, which is the most basic version. It is mainly made as the plain version of the Corolla due to fuel efficiency and the rest. Now if you get this, you can have either the full gasoline powered or the hybrid version, which is mainly focusing on what the LE stands for, luxury edition. That's what I've gotten when I did my research. Now I'll move to the SE, which stands for sports edition. The SE boasts a sportier look, which is, it looks more aggressive when it comes to performance. It looks more aggressive doesn't mean the engine is aggressive. The engine dictates that, but it looks more aggressive than the base model. Then we move to the XSE, which is the Extreme Sports Edition, which boasts of both luxury or comfort and a sportier look. That is the difference between the SXE and the SE. Then we move to the Nightshade version. Now the Nightshade version, in my opinion, is the best looking one, because I like the color black, so I'm being biased. Now the Nightshade version is a version of the Corolla which has more black in it. It's mainly because of the color, that's why it's saying this name, the Nightshade version. It has a blacked out body, blacked out rims and tinted windows, which gives it a midnight drive look. Now I'll move to the Toyota JR, which stands for Gazoo Racing. Now this one is mainly made for those who are into adrenaline driving, and I don't mean cutting traffic, because that's not good. I mean those who buy cars for their performance and not caring about fuel economy. Even though the Corolla is a fuel economy car, the GR boasts of a turbocharged engine, so you definitely know it's going to be consuming more petrol than some cars. Yes, so this one is for those who are into, driving for the thrill of it, not because they want to go from point A to B, but why not if you want to buy that. Now this car also has a special version, which is the which is the Morizo version. Now after that, we also have the premium edition and the circuit edition. Now when we hear circuit, we should immediately be thinking of races. That's how it is. So today, this is how much I can tell you now and how much I've learned. As you are here, I would really appreciate it if you drop a like, a comment, for me to know if you want me to add a different car or talk about a different car. And if you would like to listen more on me trying to learn about cars, drop a sub and let's go through this journey together. I am Brando. Catch you next time on Brando the Car Addict. Peace.